Hello, this is an unboxing of the updated Best Self Journal, and I've had the honor of previewing this before release, which I want to thank the Best Self team. Their consumer and customer support has been outstanding, and they have listened to everybody's feedback as well. I have fed back on the last unboxing, and as well as everybody's comments when I posted it. And so I want to thank everybody because it really contributed in updating the new version and allowing for change and feedback. And you can see that Best Self has listened and responded. And so I want to say thank you to everyone. So on the left, we have the version that I compared to the version 4, which we had last time, which we went through a side-by-side, and this is the new version, not released yet. And what I'm doing is showing everyone a preview of it to show you the changes that have gone on. First off, the boxes are identical. The only difference being, if you can see, spot the difference, everything is the same except for the pin loop. This one doesn't have the pin loop, and apparently there were some challenges with the copyright or something about that. I forgot what it was exactly, but hopefully they can get that resolved and put pin loops back, because I find that very, very beneficial, as I use mine all the time. And this is the old version 4 here. So you can see that's missing, but everything else is the same, which is fantastic, and really love it. And so let's see what's inside. Cool. So this is the old one, you can see, or the old new one, I should say. And you can see it had the pin loop in it as well. And this one unfortunately doesn't have the pin loop. It's not a deal breaker by any means, but it is a nice convenience. And we can see that they have the same materials. They have the guidebook. They have the outcome journal. These are identical. And they have quotes on it, which is really nice. And they also have the cards for your daily rituals, which is fantastic. And now we're just going to do a side-by-side of what the new updates are. And we can see both have the nice orange color. I really like that. And this is very exciting. Let's see. So we can see that we still have the same information. This is a nice little preview. And then we have the quick start guide. It's the same. And then what the difference is, let's see, here we go. A lot of us talked about the monthly calendar not being there, and now we have it, which is fantastic. And everything else is the same, which is really good. So the version which we talked about last time, which we were not as unhappy with, started with the bucket list. So this was a new feature that they added, and they both still have the bucket list in the beginning. So that's great for people that love to keep track of their bucket list. I kind of thought that could have been its own standalone product, which I think would be good. And so could the health, finance, work, career, relationship. I don't think you need to pack it all in one thing. I think the original version 4 was great because it nailed everything. However, really appreciate it. And then you can see we have the goals, the outcome goals. And so they're a bit different than last time. So they are making us, or suggesting for us, to target certain things on the outcome goals, which I don't know if I need that necessarily, but it's there and that's fine. Then it has the motivations, progress milestones, critical drivers, similar to the first one, accountability, which was nice, but they kind of wrapped that up at the end of the 3 goals that you could look at. And so these are the same. I won't go into the detail because I commented on it already in the previous unboxing. You can see all of these has the critical drivers. So you do have 3 goals. Then you have this kind of spreadsheet, Excel spreadsheet. And then, here's the big difference. And this is thanks to everybody's voices. So here it went straight into weekly. And they bypassed the monthly, which it's nice to have the monthly back. As you know, I think I've shared that with everybody before, but let me share it again. Big fan of the monthly. Look at that bad boy. You know, that's what's going on. That's what's coming up. So lots of fun things that you can put in there, and that was missing before. So it's really, really nice to have them put that back in. And it's just like it was before, which is great. They didn't change anything. They allow us to start it when we want, which I think is fantastic. And then it goes into the top 3 weekly objectives. So like they did in the new version that they have, they've also listened to us and changed it, which is fantastic as well. Really good. They had left out previously the days of the week, which we had commented and said it's really important to have those. And so we didn't have that before. They've added that. So they have the top 3 weekly objectives here, which is great. Then that looks like the event deadline and other tasks and errands, they got rid of, and they put back our 7-day planner, which again, as I showed you in the previous one, there's mine. Yeah, all 7 days planned out. It's a little less space. However, it'll work. I'm happy, not complaining. Really glad to see it. And again, this is to everybody sharing their opinion on it. Really, really helpful and really help move the needle and get some of these needed features back in that BestSelf did such a great job creating in the first place. Then we also have, we also have a weekly reflection. And here we have what were your 3 big wins. They brought that back, which they didn't have in the previous. What was the best thing that happened to you this week? They brought that back as well. And review your goals, assess your process. So they really did a great job bringing that back. They got rid of our habit tracker because they do that at the beginning. So they have a scorecard here, winning scorecard. I preferred the habit tracker personally. It was we've got it, you know, in the new one, in the other pages earlier. That's like the giant spreadsheet, which I don't know if that necessarily works as well for me, but I'm going to give it a go. And they have a weekly reflection, which is great. And so really good, though, to see the weekly calendar back in. And we can see the paper is a different color, which is quite interesting. I don't know what's coming up, but it looks like it's just, you can see here when it's like a shade grayer here. I don't think we had. Yeah, this is the same color. So the new updated version, we'll call it, has this kind of different color here. I don't know why. Doesn't bother me. Just I was fine with the other. It might cost more money for them to add another color. I don't know. But anyway, maybe they could get the pin loop back. That would be nice. However, everything's great. I'm really pleased. I think everybody else will be really pleased that we have the monthly and the weekly calendars back in. So now let's look at the daily and see what that looks like. So they've got everything in there. This is what it looked like last time. So it looks to me like they haven't changed anything from their last update, which is nice. It works. I mean, I said that I liked the morning and evening gratitude. I preferred that, and I also, I'll say it again, I think the quote got smaller, teeny tiny quote here. I liked it when it just kind of split up the space on this page and allowed me to have my gratitude and my targets up here. But I can hack it, I can work with it, absolutely fine. I think I might choose to rewrite the quote again just there, just so I can have that. I'll let you guys know on the next update. But really good. So they have all of the days in here. They have that habit tracker, mood tracker, all of that, which is exactly the same as their other one. So that's interesting. I'm going to play with that. I've never done the mood tracker thing, but that could be really, really interesting to play with that. Then let's just take a look through this. We've got all the days. The other thing that we had noted last time was they didn't have the 2-week reminder to buy another Best Self journal, which I think was such great marketing. And again, it looks like they didn't put that in. I would have put it in there. I think it's great. If you recall, if you've forgotten and you don't want to look up the other video, let me just show you what it looks like. Oh, there it is. There it is, telling me 2-week notice. What I liked about it too is it made me really kind of jump back on my goals and go, oh, let me check my goals again. Now I check my goals every week. However, this was like, okay, yeah, let's see where we're at. And I think that would be good. Maybe they can bring that back in the future too. I just think it's great for them to have that. And then let's see the final bits here. We finish everything and then we come to the end. And this I just think is brilliant. And they didn't do this in the old gray version, my favorite, which I think this would have been the one thing that I would have added. And then nothing else. I wouldn't have changed anything on this version here. I think this is the perfection version and does everything. You see the quotes in the middle there, and I liked how you had your gratitude in the morning and in the evening, which is great. And the balance I thought was much, much cleaner. However, very happy with it. And the thing, like I just said, for this gray version here, I would definitely add this in. I think this is fantastic. This lets me look at, okay, let's reflect over the 13 weeks. How did I do on the goals? What worked, what didn't work? Right now that doesn't exist, and I think it's so good. Again, these I think could have been another product, which again would net them more money because they have 2 products, and I think they could split it up, and hopefully in the future maybe they will. Then we've got keep doing. So there are some things like, oh wow, I really like what I was doing over these 13 weeks. There's some things I could improve on. It might be, oh, I didn't check my goals regularly. Things to start doing and stop doing. And who should you think? How fantastic is that? So we had the Best Self Journal accountability at the very beginning. And the same thing held true on the goals that we had for our journal here, where, let's see, I believe, oops, I have to finish my last one because I just started this one not too long ago. But you have your accountability there to ensure your actions. But I think this was, of the new one of the greatest features that they added, because there was no kind of reflection period on that and what you should celebrate. And let's just double check and see. This was the 13-week reflection that they had in their updated version. And outcome goals, so that's the same. And then, so in this one, they've added those ones where I said this could be a whole nother journal, which I think would be great. I would probably get that, like a little pocket-sized one. And it looks like they've done the keep doing, improve, start doing, stop doing, still there, but it's on this page here. And then you have notes, which I always use the notes. And let's see, is there any more? Then that little index, which that's cool. reference different things. Let's see if they've kept the index in here. Yes, they have. And the only thing, and I do like the pocket, and that was another feature. So the pocket and then the reflection over the 2 weeks, definitely my favorite new features that I would love to see on the greatest hits version, the best one that they created. I think, it doesn't have the pocket. I did like the color there. This, bring back, please, please, please. I think everybody will agree, or at least tell us where we can order these. And that's it. This is really exciting. I'm so grateful for BestSelf. They've shared this ahead of time. The product team has been amazing. I've been contacting and talking to them with the videos. They really appreciated the video. They really appreciated everybody's comments. And I wanted to thank everybody. I think Catherine, when she created this, is just like sheer brilliance. I'm a designer, so I can see how she, really took time to create this BestSelf journal and how elegant it is. I think that the new one is fantastic, does the job too. I'm going to recommend it to everyone. I still would love to see a little of the nuances that I talked about earlier and the 2-week notice in there, and then perhaps getting rid of the Excel spreadsheet, because a lot of us creative types would rather have our Excel spreadsheets, and perhaps separate, could be nice. Like I said, this could be another product, a habit tracker, which revolves around health and finance, work and career, relationships, personal growth, mindfulness. I think is brilliant. I'd love to see that as its own little standalone product. And then the new features, which I think are fantastic, with the pocket and the 13-week reflection be in here, and of course the 2-week reminder. Other than that, I just think they did a great job. I like the fact that there's a ruler on the side. It's always very helpful. And I want to thank again the BestSelf team and everyone who has contributed and on the last video and commented and everything. Thank you. And I say go for it. Let's support BestSelf further. Let us know your comments when you get the new one as well. And again, very grateful and very excited to tell everybody about the latest version. Thank you very much. This is Jordan signing off, and thanks, BestSelf. Take care. Bye.